What can I do for you? It's okay, I'm just meditating. What can I do for you? Okay, good. I was told that on pain of death, I could keep the truth or I could tell the truth. It was Christmas morning. There were stockings along the stairwell. Really wonderful stockings that recall childhood. There's the fluffy, white, pillowy, cottony top, a couple inches. And underneath it is the red. Santa red. And inside of the pillowy cotton top, my name etched out in glitter. And I was told that on pain of death, I could tell the truth or keep the truth to myself with respect to what I wanted for Christmas that year. I was 11 something. I didn't understand the intricacies of death. At that point, I just would come barreling down the stairs in my pajamas and full of glee, overflowing with glee. You know, a little 11-year-old, but I didn't understand the import of truth at that point in time, or the consequence of death for keeping my truth or divulging the truth. And the truth was simply very simple at that point in time. It's the simple truth of a simplistic 11-year-old. I don't recall what I wanted in my stocking that year, the truth of my desire. Everything is kind of repressed under a PTSD. See, there was an ominous spell cast over the household. Everything that the patriarch did and the matriarch did was always being maneuvered by puppeteers behind the scenes, as it were. Now, when I was more adventurous earlier, 9 years old, I would streak out into the cul-de-sac and look up at my house at the Widow's Walk to see if there was a puppeteer up there, walking back and forth and controlling my parents. That was the gravitas of my prepubescent household. There was someone up there on the Widow's Walk with long strings, nanotechnological superstrings that had a quantum interference with every Christmas holiday. Only at that time, because that's the holiday. We all know that's where the shadow men come in from the sides and infiltrate our minds. The shadow men, the puppeteers, the shuffling specters behind the scenes. And there we are, a happy family, a nuclear family, and that's not without incident, a nuclear family. Because there's the quantum interference and there's the nuclear household. So how do those two go together? You must opine. So there I am with the weighty significance of my decision, white stocking for Christmas, and I could feel my arm going up like this, and then my other arm like this, and then they're getting pulled and going down like this, and then my head, and then my mouth, and my ear, and then my leg, and my hip. I had to make a decision. It's life or death. What did I want in my stocking that year? What had I seen on TV during my Saturday morning cartoons? Because that would be a prime candidate for a stocking stuffer for an 11-year-old, precocious 11-year-old. Now, there were various options: Legos, G.I. Joe, Transformers, candied cashews, licorice, the red kind. I didn't like the black kind. Although, if the Shadow Man pulled on my arm enough, maybe I would like the black licorice. I can remember drawing my little 11-year-old fingers up and down the velvety red of the stocking, feeling the bulge, the protuberant goodness, running my little fingertips, wondering what's inside. Now, many choices had been made for me already, because my parents, my quantum parents, always under the influence of the superstrings from the Widow's Walk, were making decisions about the stocking stuffers all the time. But I had to tell them my truth on pain of death. I didn't understand that at the time. I just had dreams at night. Christmas Eve dreams at night, where I was being chased and harassed, and there was boogeymen with knives running after me. We live on the Widow's Walk. What do you want in your stocking stuffer for Christmas? And in the dream, I'm looking at the blade, just the tip of the blade. I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry, mister. I'm sorry, mister. What do you want in your stocking stuffer for Christmas? We live on the Widow's Walk. And then I'd wake up in a sweat, shaking, panting, grasping for breath, sheets drenched. And then I would bolt outside. This is before the rest of the house woke up. Many siblings, even my quantum parents, were fast asleep in the phantom zone. And I bolted outside into the cul-de-sac and looked up at the Widow's Walk for the Shadow Man. You need to tell me what you want in your stocking. Tell me the truth. But if you tell the truth to others about me, it's our little secret. You and me. Nobody else knows that I live up here on the Widow's Walk. And isn't it cold? Shut up. I'm paid to live up here. I have one function only: to control your family through quantum interference and super strings. But why do you come to me in my dreams? It's the only safe rapprochement. What does rapprochement mean? It's just you and me, little guy. It's just you and me. In this dark reality. Come closer. Come here. No. No. You know you want it. I don't want what you are. I don't know who you are. You are the future, little boy. When I pass away, you will walk on the Widow's widow's walk. You'll live up here. No, I will not. Indeed, for you do not know who I am. Who? I am your grandfather. What? No, I know my grandfather. I know both of my grandfathers. You're not my grandfather. I'm not the grandfather they told you about. I am your quantum grandfather from behind the scenes. Your shadow grandfather. But you're not even old. How could I be old and control your household? I have to be there every day. I can't be eating and sleeping up here on the widow's walk. I have to be watching everything and controlling everything. You know. I don't know. I just know that I recognize you and I've seen you many times. Yes. Yes, you have. In my dreams, that's where I know you from. You're the creature. In my dreams, yes. While you sleep. While you sleep. But this a dream too? What do you think? It's kind of like one. But kind of not like one. Yes, you have the aptitude. You are my successor. I don't want to do this. I don't want to live on a widow's walk. Controlling people. There's gotta be a lot of other things to do. And what is the significance of Christmas? Significance. Quite a big word for an 11-year-old. What is the significance of Christmas? I don't know. It's when you are the most vulnerable to the plans of the Shadow Man. You will understand more as you grow older. I don't like you. You're a mean ogre, and you're up to no good. And I want you off of our widow's walk. Now! And just like that, he vanished. I was pretty precocious. As an 11-year-old, I knew big words. I probably knew precocious, actually. But I'd never forgotten that encounter. See, it's like those encounters where it's not a dream, it's not reality, it's a third category, kind of like encountering an extraterrestrial who captures you in a tractor beam of attention, energy, and rivets you there that you can't move. That Shadow Man was probably an extraterrestrial of some sort, I don't know. I have lots of theories. But I do know that I'm somewhat traumatized by it. Because I didn't see him again. But I can't escape the feeling that I have his powers, that there was a transmission on the Widow's Walk, that he elevated me to that stature, elevated me to the Widow's Walk. I was just this prepubescent boy, transmitted his powers into my mind, and I've been using quantum interference superstrings to control everybody around me. I don't mean to. But if I could go back to being that 11-year-old, talking to that dark, mysterious stranger, I think I would tell him a thing or two. How dare you? How dare you try to influence my mom and my dad and pretend that you're my granddad? We're just normal people, regular people. And we don't need you up here with your puppet strings during Christmas, during the holiday season, trying to get us to buy all these kinds of gifts, making us afraid of one another if we don't get each other the right gifts. It's just stuff that you're putting in our minds. You're the shadow men. But have you ever met anybody who's your shadow man, who's puppeteering you? It goes on forever. An infinite regress of puppet masters. Infinite regress is infinite. Every puppet master has another puppet master. But that sucks. There needs to be control. We all have to control one another. Because if we don't control each other forever, this entire universe will become one long, agonizing torture for every member of the universe. But you're already torturing everybody. You torture me in my dreams. You're chasing me in my dreams. You're pulling me out of my dreams into this, haunting me on the Widow's Walk. Every Christmas Eve, as far back as I can remember. Oh yes, I've always been here. This is the only time I reveal myself to a member of your household. It's on Christmas Eve. It's when you're most available to the programming, most susceptible and vulnerable to the programming. Nowhere is it more apparent than Christmas holidays. We must choose someone, and I have chosen you. For your precocious aptitude, you will make a great puppet master, a great shadow man. You will become the next grandfather of the Widow's Walk. At some point later, when you mature, you'll forget all about this encounter on the Widow's Walk. But there will be a dissonance that feeds on you, that pulls from your happiness, clenches your spirit, and tugs you back here. And that's when I will go home And you will be the next grandfather for the next family, for the next child. And you will tell that child what I'm telling you now. And that child will affect everybody in his family. Everybody in the family will understand the programming through the child. They will get all excited about the holidays, and they will go out and they will buy, and they will have Christmas cheer, and eggnog, and candy canes, and Christmas trees, and Santa, and sleigh bells, and stockings. And it all comes down to the stocking stuffer. You see. That's where the most magic is, you see. And that's where we blend the reality. That's where this realm and that realm come together when you reach your hand inside that stocking and pull out that stocking stuffer. That's the most magic. That's where we get you. Of course you understand this all. Nobody else understands it. Just you and me and all the puppet masters of reality. Christmas must be controlled. If there is Christmas cheer and jollity, it must be controlled. All happiness, all merriment must be controlled. It has never been different. This is why we have survived for so long across the centuries as a species. Do you think that human beings could simply be out of control? No. Never. We controlled them through the access points known as holidays, the ultimate one being Christmas. This is where we affect you the most. This is why I show up in your dreams and you're so shocked. I must come out and talk to you. Stop haunting me in my dreams. I don't want to be a shadow man. I don't know why you picked me. Can you just leave me and my family alone, please? I'll do anything. Just stop. Stop. Go away. We don't need you. Humans don't need you to control their happiness. They could just be happy without you trying to tamper with their happiness all the time. Through all your games and your deceptions. It's not possible. You are being selfish. You may think that you and your family can be happy outside of our control. It's not possible. Let me tell you why, little wise one. Because even if your family was special, and it were possible for your family to be happy without me on the widow's walk, controlling every aspect of their lives from behind the scenes as the shadow man, the next family would not be capable of that. And the next family, your neighbors, the entire neighborhood, the whole suburb, the county, the state. We have shadow men on every rooftop. Because every family needs to be controlled with the programs, the customs, the rituals, the beliefs. So even if you were special and could be happy, these other families need the Shadowmen on the Widow Walk. Because if those families are not under control, they will come out and become chaotic and overflow and riot and smash the windows. And you wouldn't want that. I know you wouldn't want that. It's not possible. Why don't you trust us? Why don't you give us a chance so that we won't riot? We won't go crazy. There won't be no madness. Don't you think we already gave you that option? How could you give us that option if you gave us that option? You were already there. I'm saying go. Get away. Go. Go. Go away. I'm going to push you off of this widow's walk, mister. There's no more devil in my dreams. Get out of here. Go. So like every man today, I walk around suspecting myself, questioning myself. Looking for the shadow man within.